Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for a weekly angel reading for April the 18th through the 24th, 2016. So let's take a moment as we breathe and relax and allow ourselves to feel how profoundly loved we are within the source of our well being. They're already indicating that this is a week of abundance and great rewards. And they are showing me how they are expanding the sort of umbrella of protection, so that this umbrella is expanding. And the umbrella is usually a symbol for me from them of being protected, watched over. And so that you should feel that all is well. And they're just showing me that this love and that your path of ascension, and they're showing me the symbol of the third eye underneath the umbrella, which represents your higher consciousness. That higher consciousness is expanding and creating a level of security, and is sort of is sort of integrated with every experience that you're having right now. They want you to understand that no matter what is occurring, no matter how you're perceiving it in the moment, whether you are feeling challenged or you're feeling inspired, they want you to understand that all of this is coming from the wellness, the wealth, the love, the source within you, that you are creating what you're experiencing, and what you're experiencing is leading to an increase of your truth, your power of love unconditionally. It's a result. It's an expansion of your own desires unfolding for you. So what your job in this week is to do is to not get stuck in the points that create for you suffering or that causes you to sort of get caught in your web of fear. Don't allow the ego to spin a web of fear for you that you get stuck in. The only reason that that's happening is because you're resisting your life purpose. And I just get this feeling that your life purpose is going to become to you more and more clear, and more powerful. I'm sharing this with you because every time before I do this reading, and I think this is the point that they're trying to make, anytime before I do a reading, there's always just this little bit of energy where you feel a little tiny bit of resistance, I notice. But I always tell myself that to as I get over that hump, that this is the most meaningful moment, one of the most meaningful moments in my life, and that being here and being available to become a part of what is desired to share with you is, there's no other place that I would rather be in that moment, even though I have that feeling and within myself, maybe of doubt, or sometimes your ego will convince you, can you do it again? And what they were asking me to understand is that, and I think this is the point for you, when you have this similar experience, which we all do, and thank God, we're all in this together, that this is just a moment where the contrast, your inner being, you are now, so that the experience has become more, that the expansion, this is where the expansion is happening through this subtle experience that may feel a bit challenging to you. What is being set up in that experience and that tension is more clarity, as we've been talking about for weeks now, this refinement, the contrast refines. And so the messages that are coming through or that will come through are being refined. So don't be afraid. Don't allow your fear or a signal of fear to discourage you, because that's not what it's really doing. It's setting up the conversation that will allow so much more than what you were expecting from the moment. And this is a good thing, because we often like to plan everything out and make sure we have everything, sort of crossed on our list, and we don't leave room in our natural expectation for flexibility, for expansion, for the unknown. And so just know that that little bit of tension is you getting ready for that expansion, the unknown, to be a receptor for that which is coming, that which you're not expecting. And it's not always a representation of your pain or that your inner saboteur. If you delve into it, if you give it more energy, more context of it that it's offering you, like meaning if you start to speak in the way that it is possibly and perceive it in that way, then it'll take on a whole nother development, which you can avoid. So what we've just simply done here, what they were helping me to do, is to appreciate that moment. Now I look forward to that moment, because now I understand the process of what is being created. And they need you to do the same as they're showing me, the angels, that you're spreading your wings. They're expanding their wings right now. You're expanding your wings. And the body, as they wrote the word body, but I really believe in this moment they mean the body of all that you have been and what you're becoming is transforming into a model of abundance, security, changes that are going to help your life purpose become a reality. And so we embrace it all. We embrace it all because we know it comes from the source of love, is what they're saying. They want you to embrace it all because it's coming from the only true source that can create, and that is love. And God had come before as well. And when I see his name written, it means that something has been done. Something is finished. So what do you have to do? Just show up. Just love. Remember why you get up in the morning. Remember why you are seeking a purpose. It's not any other reason but love. Because the love that created us is the love that you share. And that love is infinite. Yet that love is so wise and so powerful that it is unconditional and does not seek for any particular perfection, but that all of it, even if it appears imperfect, is on the path of perfection. Because any path that you follow is perfectly divine and will always lead to some expansion. It doesn't matter the choices we see, the things that we don't like, it's all creating expansion. And that's something that you and I have to become very, very aware of and get comfortable with it, and, make your bed, make your peace with that, because no one, no matter what their actions look like, no one can destroy love. Love is permanent. It's a constant, and it's done. And everything that any struggle or wrestling is just going to bring you back to that love. Is going to bring those people back to that love, whether they manifested in this physical manifest experience or they're non-physical. Everything goes back. And this is sort of quoting scripture, but I used to hear my grandmother say it all the time. Everything, it goes back to the God that giveth thee, because there is only this vibration of love. And so all things, like all roads lead to Rome, all roads lead to love and to its expansion. Because the contrast of experiences, we learn from them. They design our path for us. They help us to refine our truth. That's why it can only cause your wings, as the angel showed me this again, to expand and to grow and develop. So be at peace. Now they're writing the word job, and they reminded me of something they started talking to me about before. And there were 3 words, I don't know if I'm going to remember all of them, but there is something about a job opportunity that may cause that you may have to relocate for this job opportunity. Don't focus on, I remember the word now, see, they give it right back to you, the cost of relocating. And they don't mean this just in financial terms, calculations, but they also mean other things that you're attached to and you're used to, and that make you comfortable. Don't worry about the cost in both ways, okay? And they keep writing, only focus on what you love. And if this job opportunity, allows you to share that love, don't you understand that love is going to attract joy? And that joy is going to attract and take care of all of the cost? Whether this speaks directly to you as a job or anything that you're doing, if you lock in, as they wrote the word lock in, make notes, this is their words, make notes about what you love about life. Lock in on that. And then follow the inspired actions. And these things are not just for the future. Get away from that. That's not what your purpose is to live for your future. Your purpose is to live, thrive in the abundance right now. Your job is to be available, a receptor, an observer of all the possibilities, your potential, the opportunities that are available to you right now, and to take steps, to act upon, to take steps that are love, steps of love on that purpose. Your purpose should be something that is in the moment. If you get away from this big idea of there's something out there I'm supposed to be doing, if there was something out there that you're supposed to be doing, don't you realize that you're not going to get there unless you focus on what it is in the moment that you love doing, and do that. And as you keep doing that, that is the path, the rewarding path to the purpose, that bigger purpose that you feel. And that bigger purpose, that it's just a bigger heart. It's just pulling you so that you know which direction to go in. It's just helping you to feel good about being in the moment and fulfilling each moment and living it to the full and celebrating life. That's the reason it's there. It's just calling you so that you'll dig deeper into each moment and live it. And live it so fully that you don't have time to think and to hesitate, to doubt. That's all. That's all. And once you arrive possibly at this, that where that heart is, and just know that that heart is not fixed in some place. As you are becoming through the process, that heart is shifting. It is evolving. So don't get fixated on a specific destination. This is not about longitude, latitude here. This is about the heart. And the heart is always expanding. So you just got to get used to the idea that heart's going to be there until the day you die. As a matter of fact, that heart's going to be there even beyond death, because that heart is going to be the same heart that calls you to recognize that you have completed. Not in your mind. Your ego's going to tell you, I'm not done. I got more to do here. But the heart is going to say, we've accomplished, because in the context of the soul, it understands that every desire has been fulfilled here. And what it's really desiring is in that next level of existence. It can only be accomplished there. And that is the only reason why we transition. So don't focus on anything but living in the moment, and you won't fear the future destination, and you won't fear your death either, because they're not endings. If you're living fully in the moment, then you don't worry about endings, because there's so much to enjoy right now. So let's take a look at the card from the and this is the Archangel Chamuel, whose name means he who sees God. And the card is peace. And let me just see if I can zoom in here so you can see the word. And it says, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So Archangel Chamuel wants you to focus and see that you create the peace. And he showed me that umbrella and showed me a person standing underneath the umbrella. If you accept that you are love, then, and that every situation can only lead to that love, then you will know peace. You will attract peace into your life, harmony. Not to say that there will be no contrast. It's just that you will have acceptance. I think that's what peace really is. That you come into a position or understanding, a perception where you accept the contrast. You don't struggle with it. You understand its usefulness and its purpose. Just as much as you recognize your own purpose. And as you recognize your purpose and the purpose of the contrast in you and it together, you find peace. You don't wrestle. You no longer struggle. You no longer see suffering. You see opportunities, but you don't see the suffering, meaning you don't all of a sudden start owning it and my suffering, my negativity, and then you start cycling and giving it life, because whatever you give your attention to, well, you give life to it, because you are a divine creator as well. So Archangel Chamuel this week is going to help you. If you call upon him, he's going to help you to see your truth and to see peace. That means he's going to help you to see the beauty of contrast. With acceptance, he's going to help you to embrace it so that you can use it to exercise your power and to manifest your dreams. All right, let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. Okay, so what did I just say? Dreams. And this card, and I was wrong last week. This card has come up 3 this week, the previous week, and the previous week. And I think it came in this position twice. So this is a time where our dreams are springing forth, is what I'm hearing them say. Your dreams, it's like this is the time. I get this sense of not only the word spring itself and the symbolic relationship to spring, new things unfolding, just like what's going on in nature. So it's a good time to pay attention to what's happening in nature and to allow, what's going on. Nature, in the month of April, there's usually a lot of rain, and that makes us, and the weather's a little unstable. But look what all that instability. See the perfection in the imperfect. And this is, the angel said to me one time that it is in your imperfections that you are perfection, because who you were made in, you were made the way you were meant to be created. You have a purpose. How you were created, what your soul feels, and everything that it desires, there's a reason behind it, and it's creating something. Now you're having the opportunity to reap the benefits of your creation, of your desires, you see. And they want you to step through. Do not hesitate. Go for it. And allow yourself to receive. But it does say here, unexpected opportunities, the card. So this means that you got to get out of the way. Get out of your way, meaning everybody wants to know. It's another thing the angel said to me this week. For us to shift from the third dimensional hologram into the fifth dimensional hologram, don't you think that if we want to know, the only knowing that the knowing that we have is not going to be sufficient for the knowing of that fifth dimensional hologram. So the best place that you could be in right now, as a good sign that you are opening and that you're expanding, is that you don't know. And we've had the cards, you know what to do. But this is the time now that it's best that you don't know what to do, so that you can actually be wide open. Okay? So just a quick example. This is something I discovered with my own singing. A week ago, miraculously, my deceased voice teacher just kind of came to me and gave me something. And in that moment, it unlocked everything. And then I found a teacher, and all of a sudden, I wanted to be able to explain to others what this was. But I realized I don't need to know that right now. And it's a great sign, because it means I'll never repeat any mistakes that were holding me back before. And it also means that I am open to wherever it is that my voice can go. So do you understand how important it is for you right now to be open and celebrate that you don't get it, that you don't know what's going on, you don't understand? But there's one thing that you will always have, is that love is something, you know what you love. And even if you don't have the specifics of what that love is, just keep doing what you love in the moment now. And what that bigger heart will reveal itself. But remember, when you get there, don't ever try to figure out what it looks like. You'll know when you see it or when you experience it, you see. All right, let me just tune in and see if there are any additional messages. So they're just really showing that, that you, in the beginning of the week, a bigger picture, a piece of what you're trying to manifest, a piece of that bigger picture is going to come through. What they want you to do is to nurture the feeling of knowing, not that it's going to be a visual, it could be, but nurture that feeling of knowing within you, and resist trying to pick it apart and figure out what it is. Okay? Just enjoy the shift. And they're showing me that this is going to be a point of ascension for you. Okay, this is getting really crazy we have major arcana cards again so far. Can't say that they're going to all be, but so far, and we have had the Lover's card before. And so I'm also getting that this is going to be a major manifestation for you in terms of not only your life purpose and something that you love, but with a soulmate this week. So for some of you, your dreams are going to come true, or something about a relationship that you've already been in. Something's going to come together. Maybe you and this person have not communicated your feelings yet, or you haven't accepted your feelings for someone else. And you're finally going to do that. And then all the pieces of this relationship is going to fall into place because you're going to all of a sudden feel this profound peace. So, really huge for this week. So, a lot of things that have been really worrying you, or decisions, as the card says, this is carefully weighed decision. Things that you've been worried about. It could be something with your physical health as well, that you're going to find some peace, inner acceptance. And when you do that, because they're telling me for some of you, if it's been a challenge with your physical health, you've been resisting it. And the more you've been resisting it, not accepting it, the more you keep the activation of the unwanted health issue. And when you finally embrace not that you have it, but when you embrace the peace, when you allow yourself to have that understanding, and that you don't know what to do, that resistance will no longer be activated in your cells, and you'll allow the vibration of peace and that warmth and healing to unfold. So you've been praying for healing, but you haven't been allowing the healing. But don't worry, this week you're going to find something vibration that's going to help you to feel inner acceptance, and just be open again to the ways that this can come. Maybe just some words that someone says to you that just shifts your vibration, just stops you from resisting, stops you from being afraid. Don't worry about how it's coming, but when you find it, you'll know. And then enjoy. They're saying enthusiasm. Have enthusiasm about what you discover. And let me just tune in and just see. Okay, and what they're saying is they're showing me a boat, and so what they want me to indicate here is to just allow yourself to just trust that the stream of well-being, give it over to the stream of well-being, and you just rest in that boat and let go. Okay? Let go. And they're showing me the tree. Trust the awareness that you receive, this profound awareness of love. And they're showing me that as you do that, the trunk of the tree expands, which means your connection expands. When you don't, the trunk contracts and it becomes slim and small, and you lose that connection. And that's what's creating the fear that you feel. Okay, boy, really got to move here. So now, but the end of the week, they have the Two of Air. And so this tells me that you're going to come to some point, a decision, or feel like you don't know what to do. And here is what we've been saying along. Don't try to figure it out. Because if you try to figure it out, so this is not something bad that's going to happen. What they're just saying is at the end of the week, you may try to fall back into that old third dimensional hologram and try to figure things out. And that's the worst thing that you can do. What you want to do is just let go and say, I don't know, but I do know this. I do trust the well-being of the universe. I do know that if I allow, it will come. And so this is what they really would like for you to do. Whatever happens in the weekend, and you're trying to figure out what to do, and you run around like a chicken with its head cut off, don't do that. Trust them. It's going to fix or resolve itself. You need to stay out of it. So don't get involved in other people's things or what is going on. Mind your own vibration, okay? Mind your own business, because your vibration is your business. Mind your own vibration. Do you hear that? Okay? And they're telling me this has to do with something at home. They wrote the word. So this is something in your home life. Mind your own vibration, because that is the most powerful healing. That is the most powerful acceptance, the most powerful tool of peace that you can give to others. Okay? You can't fight their battles for them, but you can love them by accepting that they are safe and that their path will lead them where they need in order to grow. Okay, so let's and take a look at the card for the bottom of the deck, which is the Page of Fire. So we have here, this means, and this card shows um, energy sort of just, I love this card because it shows a breakthrough. So you're going to have this, they're telling me you're going to have a huge aha moment, okay, this week. The things that have been getting in your way, you're going to have this aha moment, and you're going to be pretty much done with that. And it's going to allow you to start allowing all of that creativity to flow. So once that aha breakthrough happens, everything is going to flow. That's why you don't need to fix this problem, and you don't need to worry about what the cost, whether it's financial or in terms of what you may lose, the cost to your relationships. You don't have to worry about any of this, okay? Because you're going to know what to do in the end. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and thank you all for your comments on Facebook as well as here on YouTube. And thank you all for the new subscribers, and for all of you who share, whether you're on Twitter, and all of you who your comments on Twitter. Thank you so much for spreading this information to those who you're meant to do, who are meant to receive it. Because the feedback that comes back is what we truly do this for. I know how much I'm growing, and so to be able to share that growth and have others tap into their own is incredible and amazing. And so if you would like an angel reading, you can contact me at theangelschool.com / the services page, which you can find in the description link below, as well as if you haven't joined us on Facebook, go to that page. You can get there from my website or the description link below this video as well. And also joining us on Twitter, you can get access to the daily card messages, which I'm referring to Monday through Friday. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, everyone, and have a powerful and magical week. Until next time, bye-bye.